Can two selfish, horrible, mean people find love? True love in Los Angeles, no less? That's the question of you're the worst. When we first meet Jimmy Shive-Overly, things don't look good. He's at his ex-girlfriend's wedding, taking pictures of his junk under the table with each and every disposable camera from all the tables at the wedding, so that in a few weeks when they get the film developed, each roll is going to have that picture on it, possibly more than one. Ultimately, he dances with the bride, seemingly just to insult her and tell her her wedding is a sham, and she just invited him to rub her happiness in his face, although it's a sham, right? That promptly gets Jimmy thrown out of the wedding naturally by the groom and told never to come near them again. Outside, he meets a guest who's leaving the wedding with a gift, not walking in with a gift, leaving. This is Gretchen. She immediately asks to bum a cigarette off of Jimmy, and Jimmy tells her they're too expensive, and by the way, that's a blender. To which Gretchen responds by throwing the box in the bushes because she thought she was getting an expensive food processor, stealing that from the newlyweds. And so the two talk, badmouth the couple, kind of bond over that, and decide that that couple's doomed. But then they end up back at Jimmy's house where they have sex all night long. And in between rather graphic sex scenes, the two are surprisingly honest with each other. Jimmy says, hey, this is great. We can be honest because this is just for tonight. We're never going to see each other again, so we can get all this horrible stuff out of our system. We can tell each other everything bad about each other that you can't tell the other person in a relationship because you're trying to present your best self. We could just be honest, get it all out there, because both of them really pride themselves on being honest. They're both so honest. So it turns out that Gretchen kind of finagles her way through Jimmy's rule of no one stays the night because it's late and she's lazy. And a few other things happen. And along the way, they keep being drawn back to each other, sometimes just to insult each other or complain about the other. But underneath it all, there's a chemistry that's just irresistible. And ultimately, by the end of the pilot, we're asking ourselves, can these two people find love, even though they're horrible people? Because they've been able to do something that most people can't do. Talk about their fears of intimacy and rejection and how difficult relationships can be when they've barely met. And those are conversations people usually don't have till much later in their relationships. So can these two oddballs find love? Can two wrongs make a right? We'll see.